Our subject today is don't forget who brought you out. Say it with me. Don't forget who brought you out. Did anybody in here beside me come through anything? Come on. Been through many things. Trials of fire. All types of things that you wonder sometimes, why me, Lord? But I don't want you this morning to forget who brought you out. As we look at Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter, the 11th through 17th verses, we want to be mindful of our subject today. Deuteronomy 8 and 11, and it reads,
Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments, and his judgments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Now, these are the words of Moses. He's speaking to God's people. They have come out of bondage. They are out of the land of Egypt. They have entered into the wilderness, an experience that will take them 40 years of preparation. When you've had slave mentality for 400-some years, God deemed it necessary to take them through a preparation period before he gave them the promise. If you have been in a situation where you busted, disgusted, broke, help me with this, lack, not having enough, and too much prosperity to get on you at one time, it'll mess you up. Your best bet is to not try to get rich quick. But labor, the Bible says, laboring with your hands. See, getting wealth and riches and finances should come on a steady, gradual basis. Many of us get rich quick through lottery, through whatever the other means that are out there in America where you can get something quick. And the next thing we know, our nose has been up so high, we can't even see our neighbor anymore. We can't, I guess we can't because we stopped speaking. Y'all better help me with this. But Moses tells the people not to forget the Lord, thy God. First thing, don't forget to keep his commandments. There are some things God has told us to do, he calls commandments. They are direct orders. You can't alter them. There's no variations, no shades of gray. When God said, thou shalt not kill, you can't find an example where it's all right to kill. Now, that word kill means murder. So if you're a policeman and the bad guy is drawing down on him and you send him away, you didn't murder him. Somebody has to be police. Somebody has to be the army, the navy, the marine. Somebody has to defeat the bad guy. So don't look at scripture and say, well, the Bible said thou shalt not kill. Well, know what he means by kill. He means murder. But he says, don't forget the Lord in the keeping of the commandments. Then he says, in his judgments. What's God's judgments? God's judgments deal with the way God balances things out, which is fair and which is right. See, some things are fair and right. See, God always weighs things. We, a lot of times, won't weigh the issue. We don't want to know the other side. We just heard something and we run with it. But God hears and knows everything. And so God knows how to weigh that thing. And he knows how to have mercy on those he needs to have mercy on. That could be extenuating circumstances. Just because they messed up. You don't know why they messed up. Just because they touched the little child inappropriately. Yeah, that's wrong. But what in their past, what terrible thing happened to them? There has to be circumstances where that we can have mercy on people. Okay, I'm not going to get too deep into that. He said, and you don't forget his statutes. Statutes are rules. They're not as forceful as commandments that are direct orders. The rules do not, you don't weigh rules. If you ask you not to chew gum in church, don't chew gum in church. I don't care how bad your breath smells, don't chew gum in church. I just put it in there because my breath was like, no, you brush your teeth in the morning. Okay, I'm going to stay off of that. The rule is not as forceful as the commandment, but it's still a guideline to kind of keep you in the path. Then he says, which I command you this day. Watch what else Moses says in the 12th verse.
Blessed when thou hast eaten and are full,
Mm-hmm.
and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein.
Yeah. You see, you've been blessed. You've come out of Egypt. You've come out of lack. You've come out of bondage. Now you're all full and tight. You got plenty of groceries now. You're not doing with your meals. You can go in the store and get what you want. You were going in there and counting up stuff before you got to the register to make sure you had enough money. But now you're getting all you can eat. You're full. And when people are full, they tend to forget God. But when their stomach is growling, oh Lord, have mercy. But when thou art full, you eat, now you're full, and you build a goodly house. Now you're not just in any old house. You got a nice, somebody said nice house. You have that dream house now. You fixed it like you wanted. You have your little den, flat screen, and surround sound, and you have that comfy chair, and you have a little refrigerator even in your bedroom, and a microwave in your bedroom to warm up your little pastry in the morning because you don't want to leave your bedroom, your suite. You got a goodly house. You got a place you can kick back. You call the den. You can watch your movies and you can TiVo and y'all not hearing nothing I'm saying. He said you have a goodly house. It's not just a rent house anymore. You purchased a house. You designed it. You had the architect build it. It's a goodly house. And now you're dwelling in it. You've broken it in. And it's comfortable. You got it just like you like it. Now you won't come to church. He warned us in the 11th verse, beware. Somebody said beware. Because once your belly gets full, you get that nice house and good stuff. You rationalize with yourself on Sunday morning. Somebody got to have some sense. I need to get my rest. Y'all not here with this morning. But he said, now in the 13th verse, what?
And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply,
Come on.
and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied,
Come on.
and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thine heart be lifted up.
Let's just stop for 1 second. Your herds and your flock. He's dealing with your assets now. He's not talking about money right there. But he's talking about things that can be converted into cash. See, we don't have herds and flocks now. But we have mutual funds and stocks now. Y'all not hearing me right here. So now when you get your herds, your stocks now, your commodities, you're investing in different things, and you learn how to manipulate the market and make stuff, and it's now multiplying on you. It's not just increasing, it's multiplying by a multiplier. Read what he says. He said, and silver, now he's talking about your gold, and silver and your gold, your money. Yeah, you not only do you have assets, you have stocks, and you have savings bonds, and you have this, and you have that, and you have money in the bank, and you have silver and gold. He said, help me with this. He said, that's multiplied. And he said, everything, all that you have, it's just multiplied on you. He said, then your heart get lifted up. Think you something now. You got two nickels to rub together. Come on. Now you can rub a few coins together. You can walk by now and see money on the ground. Now won't we pick it up no more? I was on the parking lot of Lowe's or one of those places, Home Depot, and about 3 or 4 pennies down. I picked every last one. I may not drop something, but I picked them up.